This is July 2020, and this is Max, and we're going to talk about developing Paige and Gabe's wealth. Go, Max.
Okay, well, first of all, it's boring. There's dealing with financial statements, financial information, economics. It's all very boring. It it it's hard to keep people's attention um, about just numbers and what those numbers mean. There's nothing sexy about it. Period. But
Money is sexy to me, though, Dad.
Well, when the money starts rolling in, it gets a little sexy. But one has to have a lot of patience,
Yeah, it took us a long time.
and and when you start putting your money in the market, you also have to have
A stomach of steel.
you have to have control of your fear.
Your emotions.
Yeah, your emotions. Really, it's a real growing experience in handling emotions. So anyway, the uh, the process of learning is not the most exciting thing. And but yeah, in this day and age, you have to understand probably the bigger picture more than anything. What's going on around the world? What is uh, what developments are? What news means? How everything transfers to money. It doesn't. Political decisions transfers to money. Of course, technology transfers to money. That's easy to see. Uh, Social issues transfers to money. Health issues transfers to money. All of these things impact on the world of money.
And the stock market.
As a result, the stock market. Every and so one has to have enough knowledge, financial knowledge, to be able to see through this web cloud. Uh,
Oh, the white noise of all the politics and the.
right, the noise. That's a
Okay.
good way of putting it. It is to decipher it all
Yeah.
and say, okay,
Filter.
where is, please, if you want me to talk, I'll talk. If you want to
Sorry.
talk, you go ahead.
Sorry.
So, it's a case where you got to be able to uh, try to identify where opportunity is before the algorithms or the artificial intelligence. There is a lot of brain power out there and technological power trying to beat the system. And there is no way in hell that I or any other individual can beat it. You can't beat it. So don't fight it. Try to outthink it, but don't try to beat it. I'm not going to be a day trader. I tried to be a day trader. That's impossible. By the time the news comes out and before you understand what's going on, they the other big wheel traders, the ones that have billions of dollars, they've already played they've already got the action before it even comes down to the normal guy. So you can't do that. What you have to do is foresee the future and understand is how it's going to impact. And what you have to do is find the companies that are there that are working on this future.
How to get through that.
Yeah, like one of the things, probably easiest way is medical or bio or uh, anything to do with drug companies where you keep up with what they're doing and try to understand where they're heading and understand what company has possibilities of having the next miracle drug. The other one is technology. Tap into technological news publications and see what's going on in this world and where we're heading, where the emphasis is. And in NVIDIA, it's the cloud and the 5G. I saw NVIDIA and I realized that they had a great deal of potential based upon new developments within the technological world, 5G. And they were developing products or chips, the CPUs,
GPU.
to run a lot of this new technology that's coming at us. And the world right now is constrained by speed. We can't work fast enough.
Right.
How do you tell a doctor in New York, tell another doctor how to operate and what to do when the patient is on the table in Japan? The lag time is critical and could easily that will often kill a patient because the doctor in Japan is not reacting fast enough to the instructions from New York. So these are things that are going to be worked on, and NVIDIA is very, very much involved in cars, self-driving vehicles, and roadways, and there are just so many possibilities that I saw with NVIDIA and their CPUs.
Oh, and all the security cameras and all the cameras that the police is gonna have to start wearing, and the street cameras and
NVIDIA, as I see NVIDIA, it's just my favorite stock right now. Is that I don't see a limit to what they're going to do. I see NVIDIA as the next Amazon.
And I think based on the success that we're having right now, which I'm not going to put out any numbers, but the success of that is coming to fruition, and that the stock has gone from the point of where we started to where it is right now, and it's just rolling over.
Absolutely. NVIDIA, you can say it's kind of similar to another great company out there, Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Netflix, I don't know where this company is going, but people have made millions of dollars on Netflix, and it's still got a long ways to go. It's unbelievable. I mean, and you know what we're talking about here is communication.
Yeah,
and entertainment.
Yeah. And when we start looking at these things like this COVID thing that's going on right now, even more of this issue about instant connection, more the feed going back and forth faster, because now we're not even having medical appointments to doctors. We're talking over the video phone.
This virus is going to change the world, and NVIDIA is in the driver's
right there.
seat. Netflix is in the driver's seat.
It's ironic, though, that it happened in the way it did. It's not like NVIDIA planned for the COVID virus to come in, but
gaming chips.
Yeah, but
they've moved on.
Yeah, so now they're gonna be these super servers that's gonna really push the speed across the internet, so that these companies can.
They will be upgrading all of the servers around the world to enhance their performance, and they will do it in a way that there will be fewer servers, better servers that use less power.
Yeah.
And they are offering tremendous potential or improvement.
Now,
to our world.
my only hope here is that in the process of all this wonderful capitalism that we're getting, is that that somehow that we learn as a society to make the internet become uh, more like a basic way of life, like our telephone.
I think that I don't think they could roll it back now. I just can't believe it. They would go back and can think about uh, putting it on a time use basis and pay
Yeah, I think we have to move on, eh? I mean, you know, if that kind of technology is coming forward, then the rest of society has to become part of that, um, be absorbed by it as well, I guess is maybe the word that I'm looking for, so that uh, all our communities are able to access this ability so
Well,
that doctors
that's
can talk to rural people.
that's where 5G comes in.
Yeah, well, that's, you know,
And
today,
NVIDIA is heavily involved
yeah,
with 5G.
most recently I had an appointment for Adonis, and I didn't, and because, and it's really only due to COVID. Otherwise, I'd be forced to drive to Sudbury, get my appointment in, go walk in there, and meet with this doctor, only to leave and go back home. I've saved money on gas. Um, it was very efficient, and the dialogue was very easy because of the fluidity of the internet on this
Right.
line as well as their line. I don't know what that technology was, that video system, but it was very
that's
fluid.
just a small example, but when you multiply that around the world, you can understand how it just happens. The 5G and the cloud and NVIDIA, a company like NVIDIA playing, the audio CPU chips, it all comes together, and once the more you get to understand it, the more sense it makes, and it is happening right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still at the early stages, but it is here.
You know, I'm
here.
actually starting to think that this is actually uh, a little more exciting than even the battery driven cars. I think this is going to be a lot bigger for our
It's a
world
lot.
altogether.
Yeah. You when you're in the stock market, you have so many options as to what you want to do. Hey, you could have invested in a company called Clorox bleach. Hey, they've done very well lately, thank you. Now, it's about as boring a company as you can get. They sell bleach, and we need bleach because of this virus. Everybody's buying bleach.
Well said.
But,
Well said.
it's a great stock. You can't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
Is it exciting? No. I mean,
NVIDIA is exciting.
Bleach today
NVIDIA
is going to be the
is
same
exciting.
bleach in 20 years from now.
Right.
It isn't. There's no technology. But I mean, those are your options, and that a lot of people love those types of stocks. Warren Buffett loves those kind of stocks, and they're great. But younger people, and I'm probably including myself, I like to have some little bit of meat and risk so that there's a bigger reward. And that's
There you
what
go.
it's all about.
And I think that I've mentioned this to somebody else, and in regards to different kinds of stocks, and I can't remember what the other term was, but one of the ones that I remember really well when we started investing was high beta stocks,
Yeah.
and I noticed that you take a bigger risk, but you can also have a bigger reward. But at the same time, you also take a really bigger risk for a collapse.
Yeah.
Basically, you can really hurt yourself.
Beta measures the stock's reaction to the market. So if you had a beta reading of a company called any company and it was a 2, that means if the market went up one, it means that it would go up two, and vice versa. If it goes down one, the market as a whole, that stock would go down twice as much.
Oh,
So it's more beta measures volatility, and volatility is risk.
yeah. Well, that was a little too complicating for me. I just kind of looked at it in another way, but I think I got a similar idea. Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and this is going to go on YouTube.
Oh, Lordy.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna have a bud.
Enjoy your bud.